5 points to help you consider how to develop emotional maturity. Hello, my name is Chengi. I am your dating and relationship expert here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy, where we teach you ladies how to present as a high value, high status, and high worth woman that high quality men find completely irresistible. Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay, thank you. So today I am going to be giving you the antidote to the first video we did of Are You Emotionally Immature? Some of you probably thought, that is so me, but I really need the tools to grow and become better. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 points. These are not the only points. These are not the most important points, but they are at least a good starting point, foundational to developing emotional maturity. Remember, emotional maturity is the piece that gives us that high self-worth, that high self-esteem, that high status. When we are together internally, not just in the way that we look, but inside, we're together, we become a force to be reckoned with. So if this is something that you want and you really want to command the stage in every room you walk into and be every quality man's first choice, come along, let's get it done. Number 1, learn to validate your emotions. What does that mean? Often we have emotions we like, emotions we don't like. We tend to ignore the emotions we don't like. Emotions like sadness, anger, frustration. We tend to not like them, so we invalidate them. We say things like, I think I'm being too sensitive. I was talking to a client the other day and she was really upset and hurt about something that her partner did. I said to her, why are you not communicating this? She says to me, well, I was just afraid that I'm being too sensitive. If I had a penny for every single time a woman told me she felt she was being too sensitive, I would be super billionaire rich, right? The reality is this: she just had to acknowledge that she was hurt. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if you are being super sensitive. What matters is that you are tuned in and attuned to what you're sensitive to. What does a sensitivity look like for you? What does it sound like? Have you got a name for it? I am super sensitive, so I'm angry. I got angry really fast over nothing, but I'm still angry. I got sad over something that I consider small, but I'm still sad. I got upset over something I shouldn't be upset about, but you're still upset. Being able to validate the feeling without giving excuses or invalidating your feelings is so important for you to develop emotional maturity. When we just claim the happy feelings, when we just claim the positive feelings, we are being a child who just wants to have dessert and not eat the main course. Of course, the happy feelings make us seem like a better human, a nicer human, but they don't help us grow. They help us create avatars and ways that people see us that is not completely authentic. Being at one with those feelings of jealousy, envy, hate. I was on Instagram the other day and I found myself being really annoyed by this woman. She was really getting on my nerves. And I kept flicking and Instagram just kept sending her stuff to me. I guess I kept watching it, so Instagram kept sending it. But every time I watched the next one and the next one and the next one, I get so annoyed. And then I thought to myself, why are you annoyed? What's that feeling? I think I'm jealous. Now, I could have found 1,000,001 things to say. I could have been crazy. I could have said so many awful things. I was so excited that I figured out that I was jealous because I don't consider myself a jealous person. I don't even consider myself a competitive person. I don't like to think of myself as anything other than a grown, mature, loving, sunshine, happy to love everyone, everybody's cheerleader. I have created this avatar of myself that did not allow myself to also be a jealous person. And what does jealousy teach us? It teaches us what we want. Jealousy, when we're jealous of somebody, we're able to say, oh, I want that for me. I didn't know that I wanted it, but I want that for me. I want that success, and I want to look that good, and I want to afford that, and I want to be able to be as articulate, right? That person we're jealous of. Jealousy is not a useless feeling or emotion. Jealousy is powerful. It helps us understand what we have not acknowledged within ourselves that we would like. And so when I realized, oh, I must want to be like her. I must want to be as beautiful and as dynamic and as gorgeous as she is. Thank you. I didn't realize I wanted to be more, to have more, to be more. Thank you, jealousy. Now I can put a plan together to be more. And guess what? I'm going to use her as the benchmark, and I'm going to like all her posts and comment on all her stuff. And so she must have been thinking, what the hell is going on? I've got a new fan. I was like, I am going to continue to support and celebrate what I want to be one day. Right? So when we're able to validate our emotions, we can go on a deeper, more meaningful, more powerful journey that can change our lives for the better. This is how we develop emotional maturity. Instead of gossiping, bitching, calling other people, geez, that gossip, who does she think she is? Honestly, she gets on my nerves. She doesn't have... That's immature. What is mature is to realize, I'm jealous, I'm envious, I am sad, I'm angry, I'm frustrated. I have these other darker parts of me that I need to validate and acknowledge. This is how we grow emotionally.
Simple steps to join Black Swan community. Download the Black Swan app from either Google Play Store or Apple Store. Launch the app and tap on register. Put in your valid information, then tap on continue. Put in the verification code sent to your email to authenticate your account. Then log into your account. Be sure to accept all permissions displayed at installation stage to enjoy all the cool features in the app. You can now enjoy community of high-value women with support from coaches and trainers. Book calls with coaches, chat, post, and interact with the community. Enjoy!
The next part is we practice self-reflection. This is something I touched on in the first video, practicing introspection. Self-reflection is an amazing tool we can give ourselves, because for a minute we can come out of ourselves and observe ourselves as a third party and begin to reflect on some of the ways that we're behaving. And sometimes we can go inward and reflect on ourselves as though we're watching our inner self think and feel. This is such a powerful tool, and I love doing that, specifically using a journal. I like to sit down and write, because the page is going to only speak to me. It's not going to judge me. It's not going to tell me, oh, this is awful, Chengi. The page is going to accept everything I put on it. And as I write, I will understand myself better. As I reflect, I will develop deeper and deeper self-awareness, which will only make me come across as high value, because now I know myself super, super well. The next thing is to develop communication skills. Now, ladies, learning how to talk to people, communicate articulately in the right tone, in the right way, this is a skill we learn. We have to actually commit to it. You are not just going to overnight wake up and be a great communicator. I'm still working on my communication skills all the time. Communication skills as a speaker, communication skills as a YouTuber, communication skills on Instagram, on social media. We need so many communication skills, and they help us reach and connect with people in a way that is super special. So in this instance, we know we have created for you a course, How to Talk to Men So They Listen. I have taught you in that course exactly how to speak to the male mind. And I've also got Emotional Mastery Masterclass that covers a lot of what I have spoken about already so far. 2 courses already that are at your disposal to start straight away for you to learn. You can learn how to communicate effectively and authentically in a way that is genuine to you. The next one is developing resilience. Life will always guaranteed give us challenges and setbacks. This is something that the emotionally mature woman has to understand, agree with, and flow with. No questions asked. Yes, life will bring challenges. Relationships especially will bring challenges. What is really important is to know that you can overcome them. Is to know that you don't have to react, but to respond to them. When you develop resilience, you understand that no matter what happens to you around you that is negative, you have the capacity to overcome it. You have the capacity to get over it. You have the capacity to get hurt and to heal. You have the capacity to be disappointed and to still be appointed. You have the capacity to wade through anything that comes your way. Developing resilience allows you to keep pressing, keep fighting, keep going and moving forward in your relationship instead of quitting when you could do a bit better. This is not for people in toxic relationships. I'm talking about women in healthy relationships who may be wanting to quit because things have been hard lately. Understanding that hard moments are an opportunity for every couple to develop and foster deeper awareness and understanding of each other, to acknowledge the pivots, the changes that are happening in their relationship so that they can both evolve into what the next phase of their relationship requires. And so having emotional resilience, having this developing resilience to life, not letting it bend you, but knowing that you can bounce back is such an important tool, an important skill. Again, something that you can learn in the Emotional Mastery Masterclass. 5, self-care. Self-care is an amazing thing that we talk about all the time. Self-care, self-care, self-care. But self-care is so multidimensional. It's not necessarily just the moment where you sleep in a nice tub and take care of yourself and, make sure that you look nice. That's a degree of self-care, but it's on a very cosmetic level. Self-care is way deeper. Self-care goes into psychology, spirituality, just deeper within yourself. Learning to know yourself, learning to honor yourself, learning to give yourself what others were not able to give you, learning to be there for yourself. This is self-care. And we have a self-care course that delves deep into how to care for your spirit, how to care for your soul, how to care for your emotions, the things and the tools that you need where you can truly take care of yourself, because the self is within, and let that radiate externally. Self-care will help a woman develop emotional maturity, will help you develop maturity because you no longer seek outside of yourself where you can resource from within yourself. Being that self-sufficient entity that can truly self-regulate makes you powerful beyond measure and desirable beyond your scope. There is nothing more delectable, more delicious, and more desirable to a quality man than a woman who owns everything about herself, who is inside of her body, who is contained within, who is not affected by what people think, who is not seeking attention from everywhere because she gives herself the attention she needs. She doesn't need to be the shiny, sparkly person who's laughing the loudest or dancing the most in the room, because she gives herself the attention. She gives herself the adulation. She reminds herself that she matters and she counts, and so that gives her a beautiful goddess energy in every room. And he feels so fortunate to be able to walk into the room with a woman who knows who she is, who's self-regulating, who is abundant within and does not seek attention and validation from everybody. She does it for herself, and she doesn't even seek it from him. And so he gives it freely. I hope that this video was helpful and that we will have a lot more emotionally mature women out here in these amazing streets. In the meantime, take care of you. Love you lots. Bye-bye now. Well done for coming to the end of this video. Now, what I would love for you to do is to write down in the comments, what is your takeaway? What will you be practicing from this video? And what is that one element that you will use in all your future relationships? It's really very important that you are able to be conscious and deliberate about the information you're taking in from every class so that you can develop into the conscious Black Swan. I hope that you follow us on our Instagram and Facebook and all our social handles here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on our next video.